Initially, I wanted to kind of say whether it's good for me to confirm if the person I am reviewing their CV is here or not. But maybe I will just do it anyway so that eventually, if the person is not here, they can watch the video. But it wouldn't be good if, yeah, they didn't watch the video. I just kind of talk and they are not doing anything. So hopefully that's not the case. But always just start anyway. So hopefully if the person is there, then it's fine. So okay. So if you are here, right? If you are here and I mentioned your data, right? If you can please send a personal chat to me anyway. I'll go through all the CV, but please send a personal chat. I think that's just an encouragement that yeah, I'm not just speaking to someone that is not present anyway. So yeah, okay. The first person the first person, your telephone number ends with 5055. Your postcode ends with 1FR. So and your email address ends with 0147 at gmail.com, 0147 at gmail.com. Your telephone number ends with 5055. Are you there? If you can send a message to me, please. Okay. All right. So this CV needs a lot of work. Okay. This is not ready at all. To be honest, it's still, yeah, you need to start afresh on this one. Get a new template. So if Juliet or any of the admin, if you can help me with the video where I did the CV creation, right, so that you can send it across. If you can send it now, that's fine. But if later, let's send it to the group, right? So because I think this person needs to go and watch the video, right? So because it's still not what I'm looking for, it's not close at all. Okay. So next person, your telephone number ends with
Sorry,
6.
Deji, is there a chance you can just explain what that looks like without giving too much information, just so we can make sure our CV doesn't look like that?
Okay. Not really anyway. So because this is basically not, yeah, it's just normal Word document. It's totally not, yeah. So there's law. For instance, the format is wrong. Yeah. So yeah. So it's all over the place actually. So there are a lot of things that is not. The summary is not there. The keys, skills are just not what I wanted anyway. So that's why I said the person did not follow my video, right? So I've laid out what I'm expecting anyway, but this is below standard. Okay. So the next person, your telephone number ends with 16300, right? So that is okay. 6300. So your email address ends with o@yahoo.co.uk, and your name starts with D. Your telephone number ends with 3600. If you are there, please just send a private chat to me. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so this one, yeah, I think okay, thank you. So the profile is good. I like the format. Format is okay as well. So I think this is one of the best one I've seen. One with the I think even reviewing the CV, because most people that use your format of CV, which has got two columns, right, would use those columns throughout for the next page. But in your own case, the two columns are only on the first page. The second page is kind of a full column. There's no columns in there, which basically I like it, because otherwise the left column will just be wasted anyway. But this is brilliant, which I think everyone should kind of look into that. So this is really, really good. So well done on that aspect. That is brilliant. So your profile looks good to me. And something. Okay, I think it's okay anyway. So I was about to. So I don't know. So the only thing I said normally, this is just me advising. It's not that it's bad, it's good anyway. So normally when you put number of experience on your CV, I'll normally say if it's not kind of 5 or more than 5, right? So I'd rather be silent on the number, right? Rather than saying maybe 2 or 4 years plus or something like that. Because one, anything to put on your CV should be something like you want to brag about. You want to, yeah, do you get it now? But it's still okay. I think 3 plus is still fine. 4 plus is okay. But sometimes I would just kind of say, is that if it's not 5 plus, something like that, so you would just say with experience, with years of experience in blah blah blah. That's one thing I can say anyway. Because if you compare it with other people that will put, yeah, maybe 20 years anyway. So let them go into your CV and find out how many years of experience you have. Yeah, if that is okay. So yeah. Okay, so having said that, so yeah, so going to the key responsibility, okay. So I think it is, yeah, first before I move on that, the name of the company, there is double C, right? Hope that's not, it's not a typo, right? If it's not a typo, that's why I just need to clarify that with you. So then key responsibility, which is good. I can see a lot of buzzword in there. That's fine. So, but I want you to kind of move some of the key achievements into the key responsibilities, right? So you will leave the one, for instance, implemented improvement, blah, 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 by 10%. You can leave that one there. And also you could also leave the last part, which is coach, product owner, blah, 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 to achieve. Yeah. So you can leave those two in there, but move the other ones. Yeah, move the other ones to include key responsibility. The reason that I'm saying so is like, for instance, if you say your achievements is spearhead a new Scrum team initiation and coach the whole team on Scrum value. So that is your responsibility. It's not a key achievement. Do you get it now? And if you say, okay, implementing blah, 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 that is still part, yeah. But of course, until you now put the how you are able to, what you are able to achieve, right? Which I think that's why I said you should leave that. But other one, there is no cogent achievement in that, but they are like your responsibility. Do you get it now? For instance, launch collaboration tool, blah, blah. So those ones are your key responsibilities. If you could do that, that would be good. Okay. Another thing that I saw, which I think will also be good, your education, right? I would put that at the top, right? So that anything about you, this is my own view anyway, but a lot of people might have anything about you, right? Will be at the top like a snapshot quickly. Because sometimes when people start reading CVs, right? The employment, they will look at the responsibility of everything. They might not even be able to get to the bottom when they do get it now. So everything about you, because it's going to be only on the front page, right? So I would say put the education on the front page, right? And another thing is PSM. You put that PSM1. It's actually PSM1, PSM1. I'm not sure whether that is right. The question is like, why did you have to do PSM1 twice? Or is it PSM1 or PSM2 that you have? So you just need to look into that. So hopefully that's not a typo, right? So, okay. So, and yeah, I think it's really good anyway. So but because I know you might want to improve it more. So if I want to improve this CV more, I would add projects and to each of the responsibilities, right? And then I would also add key tools that you use on each of the responsibility. You will make it richer if you want anyway. But what you've done is brilliant anyway. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Moving on to the next one, right? So the next one, your telephone number ends with 0352, 0352. and your postcode ends with 3SL, 3SL, 3SL. So if you are here, please do send a chat to me so I know that you are here. Okay, thank you. Okay, so yeah, this one is also good as well. So well done on that. So one thing that I would want to say, can we be muted, please? Thank you.
In the morning.
Okay, one thing that I want to say, right, in time of the education, right? So you put university or blah blah blah, yeah, MSc, which is okay anyway, in view. To be honest, I would just remove in view, right? If you go for an interview, they ask you, have you finished? You can tell them you've not finished. But yeah, just remote in view and leave it as exactly as it. Yeah, just leave the rest. So which I think it would is fine anyway. So and yeah, that and the profile looks good to me as well. So and the skills is fine. And when I do write blue sky, maybe because it's my friend, I do write blue sky. I write the capital B, capital S. I know some people have got different way of writing. That's why, and also blue sky is written together, right? It's not written. So it's kind of a branding anyway. So please, everyone should know that. So the B is capital, the S is capital, right? And is blue sky one word, and citadel is the space anyway. So if that is good with you guys, okay. And also, when you are actually putting the description about blue sky, when you call said they are leader, blah 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 blah, and then you now when you use they, you now say empower our. So I think it's yeah, you need to kind of correct that. Yeah, if you are using third person, use third person. If you are using yeah, so personal one use yes, yeah, if that's fine. So okay. Yeah, see that you say third person or second or first person. Yeah. So okay, so except from that, responsibilities. Okay, responsibility is good, but it could be better. To be honest, you can add more, right? So on that aspect, I like the fact that you put projects. But one thing that I can say, reading the project that you added is only one project that you put in there. So and from data analysis, I think you guys have got a lot of projects. So you need to start speaking. If you don't know the projects, okay, maybe in the Excel class now, right? And the next time you do Excel, ask the tutor, what project are we working on? Do you get so that you can put in your CV? In the Power BI, ask them, what is the project about? Do you get it now? Because I've told all the tutors to say that, yeah, we are practical based institution. So we need to give you a project to work on, even though they might give you multiple projects, but they'll be telling you like, okay, maybe for instance, Power BI might be talking about sales project, right? And the this one, yeah, you mentioned the SharePoint project. I like the fact how you kind of put that together. You said so this involved gathering and detailed data, identifying, which I think is good. It shows that you know your stuff anyway. So you could add other projects with it as well, and you've also added achievement. I think you are one of those people that always, yeah, maybe you make sure maybe it's another good quality as a data analysis because you followed what I said, right? But I think you can now make it better, okay, by putting this requirement because the layout was good. It shows that you've kind of followed what I ask anyway. So one thing that I can say in the next one, right? You said customer service manager, right? So of the next one. So I'll just say service manager to be honest, right? So service manager, then bring the data analyst part of that role out. Do you get it now? So and yeah, and then talk about that. Okay, even with your role, you will involve data anyway. You will talk about data. So and also even the requirement you mentioned some of them anyway, like monitor analysis of customer service metric and yeah, so and yeah, so you can even put that as part of the role, like um customer data service manager or something like that. So yeah, just to make sure it actually tallies with what you are looking for anyway. So, but yeah, so I think, yeah, well done on that anyway. So, and the same thing applies to the next one. So, and okay, data entry officer, that's good. So yeah, well done. This is good. Just put the few details. I think your CV is kind of ready anyway. So well done. Okay. And next person, your telephone number ends with 5292, 5292, and your emails ends with 88@gmail.com. If you are there, let me know. So your email, and if you are there, just kind of send a personal message to me. So if that's okay. So your telephone number ends with, okay, all right, thank you. So okay, all right, cool, brilliant. So the profile looks okay. All right, that is fine. But like I said before, right, in terms of number of years, you are hopefully you get that. If you can send a message to me that you got what I said about number of years also, so that you can, yeah, please. Okay, thank you, Juliet, for that. Yeah. So okay, all right, cool. So number of years, I've mentioned that. So if you want to put on your profile, I would normally recommend that, yeah, if you don't have more than 5 years experience doing the role, so you can, yeah, just be silent about it. Okay. So, and yeah, and in the next one, okay, so which I think is good, brilliant. So, but one thing you put project, okay, SharePoint tailor to for the interns. So I will remove interns, to be honest. So basically, everyone is, yeah, when you write your role, you don't put interns. Basically, you are actually working for Blue Sky. So yeah, for it technically. So yeah, so you remove that interns. So then also you need to explain it more, right? To be honest, the last person I reviewed the CV almost actually wrote like a paragraph of this year point. So I'm expecting you, even as your role as a delivery manager, because you should know what is the project mandate, right? And if you cannot write it in one paragraph, right, then you've not done justice to that particular project anyway. So another thing why it's also important to put the project on your CV is, even after many years that you've led this platform or this company, right, you might have forgotten the project you worked on, but because it's on your CV, you'll remember, and that's really, really important. So please, I need, yeah, if you can put it in there. So another thing is the next row, I will just say associate, okay? So if that's fine, leave the other ones, okay? So, and so what you need to expand on this one anyway, properly package item, assisting. I think even looking at your CV, right? So I would say that maybe look into Scrum Master role, right? That's what I can, just my one penny advice for you, right? So because the role that you're applying for, even with this CV, is not, yeah, in terms of number of years experience, because that role is really a big role, right? So you want to go a bit lower if you want, but if you still want to be in that role, yeah, that's okay. Okay, all right. Next, but having said that, before I move away from your CV, right? So the other one, yeah, you just need to put, yeah, something that related to what you are doing. Do you get it now? Because some of us, even as a delivery manager, you might be involved in managing some people, managing resources and everything. So those are the things that you want to talk about, right? So yeah, for instance, you mentioned maintain high standard of accuracy and attention to detail, widening, blah, blah. Those things, yeah, I think you just need to motivate it anyways. That's fine. So, but one thing, this role is not a role that you will get with a few months. Do you get it now? People grow into your role, even from having done previous things. Okay. I just need to kind of let you know anyway. Okay. So, okay, next person. Yeah. So your telephone number ends with 3795, 3795. So your telephone number ends with 3795 and your email ends with s@yahoo.com. If you are there, please do send a private chat to me. So your name starts with D and your surname starts with O. Your telephone number ends with 3795, 3795, and your email ends with s@yahoo.com. Okay. All right, cool. So the profile, right? One thing that I can say about this, right? So yeah, the first thing in terms of the format, okay, I'm not sure you use a standard format for this CV. Yeah, if you can get another format, it will be good, right? Because I think the content looks good, right? But if you can get another format, it will really, really be good. Anyway, so one thing, there's no address. If you want to put that, please do. So the name on the format that you're using is so small, right? It should stand out as a title anyway. But having said that, I think it's not that it's bad, it's okay. But if you still want to continue using the format, and there's something on Word they call justify, so that both sides aligns, right? So that it's not like it's kind of jagged. Do you get it now? So every side will be like a straight line. So if you can justify them, yeah, that would really be good. So in terms of the content, yeah, in the profile, there are a lot of buzzword in there. So one thing that I would want, this also applies to everybody. If any of your inside your profile, you put I, please do remove it. Okay. So in your profile page, even on your CV, just search where you have I, maybe just do Control F, I space. So you get it now. You should not have any I on your CV on any situation. No I, please remove everything. Okay. So for instance, let's say I have extensive experience as blah blah. Instead of that, you will just say extensive experience in blah blah blah. So without having to say I have, do you get it now? So you don't need those ones. So and the same thing with, yeah, when you say skills, I have strong analytical so yeah, you don't need to say I, just say strong analytical and problem solving skills, blah blah. So and the same thing, I am a team player. You just say team player, who is, yeah, so you don't need those ones anyway. So and also in terms of the skills, if you can make it in the bullet points, that's fine, but not that what you wrote is okay. I can see pass with that anyway. I like the technical snapshot, which is good. Well done on that. So in terms of experience, so when you first started, done, there is a quote right at the beginning of the experience, right? And yeah, so which I think could be a typo. You need to remove that. Okay. So like I said, you need to remove the eyes that you put in there. So yeah. Another thing I want to tell you guys as well. So if you are writing your CV, so some of the rule of thumb will mean that the present job, you put present tenses, you use present tenses in those ones. Previous job, you use past tense. Okay. So for instance, when you are saying analyzing or develop, so you could use that for present role. But if it's previous role, it will be analyzed or developed or documented or validated, something like for previous role. So I just want to kind of pass that out anyway to everybody. So yeah, okay. All right, cool. So back to this particular CV now. So like I said, there's a quote, yeah, it's only one quote anyway. So you need to remove that before the analyzing. Okay, remove that. And also, yeah, so remove all the eyes. The responsibilities is okay, but I think that kind of a little too much anyway. So if you want to kind of shut it down, but it's fine if you don't. To be honest, I think it's okay anyway, because as long as they are relevant, I think it's fine anyway. So if you want to add the project, because I know you've done lots of projects, if you want to add a project on this one, please do add it, okay? So, and also, okay, so what you could do, right? Some of the responsibility. I think you also need to put responsibility as well, anyway, as a text. So some of the responsibility at the top one, so you can put them at the bottom, because you have few as on at the bottom. So anyway, so that they can yeah, at least maybe put three more at the bottom, cut it out from the top one. So, and another thing is you could add the key tools that you use, and also if you also want to add the project as well, that would be good. So another thing is, so another thing, yeah, in terms of the name of the company or that you put in there, I would remove the 4-letter one, right? And just start with the one with the V, okay? So that you just, yeah, so if that's fine. So it's just start with V, remove the 4-lettered one anyway. So if that's fine. So yeah, so I think that is fine. So at the bottom, right? So because this is really, really good. The row at the bottom actually have a different format. Now you put the description about the row, which is good. And now you are putting skills, right? Which you did not do on the other one, okay? On the one previous one. So I think what you should do, you should use the same format as you've done at the bottom. So that means you want to put the skills or the tools for each of the rows that you put at the top. But however, I would first say after the name of the row, description of the row, then your responsibility, not work experience now. Your responsibility, because you put work experience, you put the responsibility, and after the experience, responsibility rather, then you now put the key, the skills, if that's okay. So another thing that I would want you to do also, bring the education to the top, okay? So if we can do that, that will really be excellent. Thank you. Okay, moving on quickly to the next person. Your telephone number ends with 664. So, and your telephone number 64, and your postcode ends with 2SN. If you're there, please send a private chat to me. Your postcode ends with 2SN. So, and your email address ends with 26@yahoo.com. Are you there? Okay, all right. So, okay, one thing, this is a good CV, but I would ask you to, maybe this is me anyway, but I might be wrong anyway. So one thing, right? The first thing I want to say, nationality, brilliant, you added it. But please, I don't know, maybe for emphasis, you put it in capital letters. You don't need to anyway. So just put lowercase nationality, yeah, of course, with capital N, then British also with capital B, okay? Nationality. That also applies to everybody. If you are British, please ensure that it is there on your CV at the at the title, at the header, right? It's very, very important, because if you got a name like myself, like you got Deji, some people look at you, this person, yeah, hasn't got anything, right? maybe he doesn't even have permit to work in the UK or blah, blah, blah. You'll be doing yourself a disservice if you are not adding it that, yeah, I am British, or if you have indefinite leave to remain, or you don't require any authorization, please and please do add it on your CV. It's very, very important, okay? Because there's some roles they are looking for people that is British, okay? So you want to put that in there, please. If there's anything that you didn't get, or if this is the only thing that you get, yeah. So today, please ensure that you put it. Is very, very important, okay? Or going back to this particular CV now. So I would ask you to use a different template, please. It's not that this is bad, but even the way the profile is written, as if you are highlighting it, it didn't cut out for me. And using the red, yeah, when you use red, it's kind of shouting and something. I don't know, but I know you've used a template, but if you can use another template, yeah, that would be good. So ensure that the template is not like the one that is kind of highlighting all the subtitle. So yeah, you could do well in adding more profiles as well, content of the profile, but the one that you put there is good. Well done. So if you can add that, I like these key skills are good, the tools are brilliant, and certification and education, you got that wrapped up. Well done. That is good. And the work experience, okay. The work experience, okay, that is fine as well. So brilliant. So instead of saying other responsibility, I think that's fine as well, to be honest, and achievement. So, and yeah, if you can put spaces between the before the other achievements or other responsibility, and also space before achievement, that's fine. But I think, yeah, you please do get a new yeah, if you can get a new template, that will really be good. But I think this CV is nice, the content is okay. So, but however, at the end of the other responsibility, they are in bold, or just watch out for that anyway. So, and one thing I want to also ask you, so if you get a new template, okay, and you are copying, ensure that maybe you copy every content on your CV, put it in Notepad, okay? Notepad, so that the text or formatting is lost, okay? Then copy from the Notepad section by section into the new template, right? So that would make that particular template to retain its format, okay? So that it's not copying and pasting from different places, and then the format is all over the place. So that, just for other people as well, you can do the same way if you are changing template anyway. So okay, that is that. Well done on that. So this is a good CV as well. So yeah, well done. So the last person, your telephone number ends with 9907. So your email ends with e@aol.com. If you're there, let me know. Okay, your telephone number ends with 9907, and your email ends with e@aol.com. Your name starts with D and your surname starts with O. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure that this is better than the last one I saw, because I think I saw your CV before. So, okay, the professional summary, we are getting there. That is good. Well done on that. Yeah, that's brilliant. And career summary, okay. And like last time, yeah, I think, yeah, you're still doing the same mistake as well. Each of your role, you need to put the responsibility. Don't put them together, right? So you need to say career summary, okay? Software testing, blue sky, from this time to this time. Responsibility within blue sky. So please, you need to watch the video I did, and you follow that format. You don't put them together and for now. I've got 2 minutes, so you can stop recording anyway. So